Master Actual. Valkyrie has the ball.
Anyone want to take me
I'm
out?
calling
Come
the ball.
find me.
Let's
I'll buy
land
the
over
drinks.
there. I love this part!
How are you guys looking to play this? That's helpful. Okay, trying to decide.
Ring's not close, people.
What I want to run.
Ring's out.
Not gonna use it, or hopefully I'm not gonna be using this in the long run, but grab it for now. Oh, Sentinel.
Wings up.
Attention. First blood.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
That's got my name written all over it. Wings out. Ignore me, I'm hungry and don't know what I'm saying. Wings up.
Spotted a wee hooligan. Grenade deployed. Tossing thermite. Bomb pots are shooting at me. Pulling the trigger.
Wings out.
Hawi numpty right here. Enemy down. Numpty right here.
Wings up.
Reload. Reloaded. Up and down. Enemy contact with host. Enemy over there. Bomb pots are shooting at me. On your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you.
Wings out.
All those bomb pots are down for the count.
Later, champ.
The ring's our neighbour, pals. We've got a minute to find her. Reloading. I'm using it.
We got a bridge pass, by the way.
45 seconds. Rings close.
Maneuvering over there. Wings up. Wings up.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Down to 30 seconds. Wings just a little further. Bandits have been here already.
Oh.
Sniper stock here. Level 3. Standard stock here. Extended sniper mag here. Level 3.
Rings moving.
Barrel helmet here. Level 2. Shotgun bolt here. Level 3. Wings up.
Not sure which shotgun I think is the best. I've been trying to get used to them. The Peacekeeper is the most unique,
Wings up.
so I may it like I don't know. I feel like the Peacekeeper probably has the most upside,
Wings out.
but I'm just not good enough with it. Just takes practice, maybe. I feel like the Eva 8's probably the most beginner friendly
Aces. Check it out.
or skillless friendly.
Wings up. Wings out.
Let's see. There we go. Oh, I just realized they are probably duo. They're both ripped.
So it's set out to be must.
Explains why they're just kind of going on without me.
Wings up.
Got some extra supplies.
Really sticking with the team.
We can cruise over here.
I'm not trying to stick with the team. I just want to like loot.
Wings out. Open supply bin over there.
Standing over there.
Copy.
Bad guy, outside their orbit. Fire!
Wings up.
Reload. They went straight down. What's the singularity between friends? They're shooting at me. Charging my shield. Half the squads are gone already. Fantastic. Reload. Shields recharging.
Wings out. Charging up my shields.
On your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you. Deploying health drop. Being shot at. Reloading.
Reloading.
Being neutered down. Hooligan on top of us.
Wings up. Third party.
Countdown.
Recharging shields.
Recharging my shield.
Firing.
How are you?
Wings out.
Are you
Reloading.
like a professional corner?
Resupply here.
Yeah. Let's see, we're gonna turn. So, I don't really care about what either of them said, but I might care about what people in the future say, so we're gonna change my audio settings so I can turn my volume up and so I can actually hear what people may be saying.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Just give me a shot and I'll shine like the sun.
Looking for anything specific?
Nope.
Let's see. Do I want to run Devotion? I think we'll skip it this game. Let's see. Actually. Let's see. I'm not running light. There we go. Okay, nice. I was gonna say a flat lane would be wonderful. My turn voice is back on. It feels really empty and weird without him.
I only saw Wraith, but there's probably the two others.
Octane's cracked if we can follow, but Wraith's on jump. Looks like one alone over here at Hydro.
you guys need a shield battery, I got 6 of them. We need to think about going for zone. It's quite far.
We can go to solar array.
People are crafting inside of it. People are dropping on us. There's people underneath us. Don't push, don't push, don't push. Knock one, knock one. I don't have any healing left. If you guys need shield battery, I can give you some.
Can I get shields? Damn. Howdy.
Yo,
How's it going?
all right.
It's alright. Building your keyboard? You keyboarding?
Like I mentioned before, I was
you
going
have to
to
wait until you
so I'm
get.
waiting the switches to come in. They should be showing up on Saturday.
Mm,
Now, do you know what a stabilizer is on a keyboard?
I do not. Would you like
So
to explain?
yeah, so like your long keys, like your shift key and your space bar and stuff, they're really
Oh, yeah.
um, it's what stabilizes them so they don't like rock back and forth. Um, Now if you tap on your stabilizers, like or on your space bar, for instance, don't actually press the key all the way, just like tap on it gently. You'll hear it rattling a bunch.
Like, don't put, like, I don't know.
Like just tap on top of your space bar. You have closed back headphones on, so you probably can't hear shit.
I
But do you
took
hear
one
it
off.
rattling? If you tap your finger on, you don't hear any rattling.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I-
So
Like, I'm just tapping it a bunch because I'm like, I don't know if I'm hearing what you're considering rattling, but I must be.
yes. But that's the thing. Like my keyboards, like are most customers. If you just tap on them, you're not going to hear anything like loose and shaky and rattling or hollow sounding. It's like your space bar, for instance, will not have any rattling. You'll just hear the sound of like a finger hitting a piece of plastic.
Ah.
And when you actually tap the space bar and actually use it, you're not going to be hearing even louder rattling. It's going to be something you basically just hear the switch and the keycap and stuff. Now the issue is not all stabilizers are built the same. So the ones that came with this keyboard are they're not complete dog ass, but they're like dog ass plus. So like they're not completely bad.
I like the dog's ass.
Yeah, basically I did everything I
Yeah.
could. First of all, you need like good quality stabilizers in the first place, and then you need to lube the stabilizers too. And there's other mods you can do to them as well to like eliminate rattle. I did all the techniques and
Nothing worked.
well, it's better, but still got a little bit of a tick, and that's not good enough. Especially because I'm using silent switches, so it makes stabilizer sounds just way more apparent when you have key switches that just don't make a whole lot of sound. No, I can't get them perfect, so I have some much nicer stabilizers coming in with my switches I'm gonna use.
Sending it home.
I was planning to use them on a different keyboard than rebuilding, but
Mozambique here.
Oh my god. Thank you for giving me a gun.
this is gonna be my travel keyboard, so it's Bluetooth, which is very rare to find in a custom keyboard. But yeah, it's Bluetooth using silent switches. It's a 65%, so it's smaller, like a 10 kilos keyboard.
Do you have to do anything special since it's Bluetooth?
I had to buy my own battery because they can't ship it with the kit.
Oh damn.
Um,
Sorry.
I'm checking it out.
But besides that, no, the Bluetooth chip is soldered to the PCB already.
Okay.
Stock here.
Um,
Level 3.
So I basically just find a way to secure the battery or see if I can just friction fit it inside of the chassis.
Wings out.
So people just like hardcore gave up on like
We can scan this area.
looting this area.
Wings up.
There's
Yeah, there's it's a trident over there.
Bam.
Let's scope this quadrant out here.
Loud and clear.
Ooh.
If you do want a custom keyboard, there are some affordable options now.
There are some affordable options. How much would a custom keyboard run me?
Depends on what you want.
A keyboard.
If you any keyboard,
I don't know.
like do you want a number pad?
No, probably not.
Okay, do you care about function keys, or would you be okay holding down like a FN key and then using
I
them?
care about fucking keys.
Okay. I will have to see what options there are for 10 keyless and 75% in the budget end. The really budget stuff's going to be mostly 65%, which
Is just no 10 key, no function keys.
yeah, it's gonna be no function keys, no 10
Oh, it's
key, and
right
actually
there,
that like extra cluster with your arrow keys and your like home and delete. That's all like compressed in and like kind of
Throw a
combined
vault.
with the right side of your main part of your keyboard.
R99 here.
So like your arrow keys are kind of like directly next to your shift or your right shift.
Wings up.
There we
Got my
go.
name written all over it.
Ultimate accelerant here.
If at any point you want reference, then you can just scroll up in the DMs on Discord to see a picture of my keyboard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the one when I posted pictures of the desk mats.
Batteries.
Keyboard I'm using now. It's basically a 65% with a 10 key on the left side. But yeah,
Okay, all this is
I think
Doesn't
either
look like
a-
anyone's gone hydroponics yet. Sorry, you're good.
Are you good?
serious?
So either a 10 keyless or a 75% would be
Okay.
good for you. I had to see what options there are. Because I'm assuming you don't want to spend more like 200.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure when or if I will get around
Yeah.
to it, but it's something that's interesting. It'd be like a fun craft.
Here. Level 3.
Yeah, I'm glad I did it once, and I
Sniper mag here.
do not enjoy doing it anymore. But I like the keyboards.
Now you're like, damn it, they're too good quality.
Wings up.
I will suffer through a lot to get my ideal setup for most things. Small form factor PCs are hellish to
You
build,
could grab batteries if you
but
are
I
low.
might like my computer to be small.
Written all over it.
Extended light mag here. Level 3.
Wings up.
You could also just say fuck it and buy the PewDiePie keyboard.
Did PewDiePie release a keyboard?
It's like a PewDiePie like themed keyboard from a manufacturer.
Mm,
It is very, very expensive and is very, very average.
nice. All the things I'm looking for in a keyboard.
Uh-huh.
Let people know that I can spend the ka-ching.
But man, that Brofist escape key, man.
Wings out.
What's a PewDiePie? Okay, got him.
Yeah, great question. I had multiple different memes to make, but I don't know how well versed you are in the memeology.
I am not up to date in memeology.
I was
Sorry to say.
gonna make a joke regarding PewDiePie and bridges in PUBG.
Oh.
The heavy mag is in the.
But I wasn't sure if you'd immediately recognize the bridge. Did I
Yeah.
mention that?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I
That was a
sure you knew
cultural
about the-
moment.
Well, I was sure you knew about the gamer word situation. Then you said the word neighbor, but yeah. I've made references to like the bridge and people didn't understand. Yeah. So I've had trouble making fun of PewDiePie sometimes, and it's. Honestly, I'm not actually that heartbroken about it.
I'm sorry.
Already in the next ring.
Sucks that you're not more upset about this.
Yeah. Turns out stupid jokes are not that big of a deal, but I'll get through it.
Man, this is a long game. Nobody's really dying. Still 14 squads left and we're about to be the final ring. I don't like. Not big fan.
Wings up. Wings out.
Optics here. Mid-range.
I need it.
Shield battery here. How about the shield
I think
battery?
someone's targeting me.
Uh-oh. There's a shooter nearby. Come in here, come in here, come in here. I see you, I see you, I see you. What you wanna play? This over here? You wanna play towers? They can flank from down here. They can flank from down here.
Getting shot from above.
Champion.
Water sells a bandit out there.
I shot. I backed them off. It was a Gibby.
Giving my shield to recharge.
Wings up.
Faking him out with a decoy. Just a little something to remember me. Giving my shield to recharge.
1 minute. Ring's pretty close.
Bam, there goes a boozle. Or something like that.
Nice.
45 to go. Fortune.
Recharging shield.
They got white.
Charging shields.
It was very unfortunate. I don't have any guns that are
Blue.
good at range.
Hold up. Healing.
Recharging my shield.
Recharging shield.
Fucking them up.
Recharge.
Need to recharge my shields.
Charging up my shields.
Bamboozles for the fool.
They got right there.
Taking fire.
Heads up. Look out.
Throwing thermite.
I think this place needs a little more speed.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Recharging my shield.
We could use your. We can jump down here.
Wings out.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alert 5, ready to scorch the burn.
And reposition on them.
Recharging shields.
Are they pushing?
We can scan this area.
Wait, how do I know that I'm not the decoy?
Yeah, they're pushing. They're pushing. They're pushing.
Wings up.
I knocked one.
Down's an enemy. Send out my decoy.
I knocked two of them. That's one. Nice. That's how we do it, baby.
Patching myself up.
We might get third party. Do you know this? I ain't that shit. Talking about.
Wings out.
Those attachments too.
One side.
Hold up. Healing.
Send in a decoy. Wait, how do I know I'm not the decoy?
Let's see. Andy, what should I do? Should we ult out?
That's what I would do.
That's what you would do? Okay.
Yeah.
Ring's not too far.
Do we want to ult and reposition?
We can.
That's what I always do.
I'm down
every
for.
time.
I'm down for whatever.
We can also just stay here and walk. I mean, we're fine.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'd usually do in that situation.
Oh, there's a team right. There's a
Rings
team that shot
close,
at my
and it's a good
decoy.
thing. Only have 30 seconds left. Burn is a go.
Let's go this way.
Neutral has safety information that is not located in your seatbelt.
There's a team over there too.
Wings up.
I kind of like this circle.
Care package
It's
coming.
different.
Enemy over there. Made a hit.
Wings out.
Oh, they got red.
3, enemy payload.
I don't have any good ranged guns, so I can't really do much right now.
You don't have any what?
Good range.
Oh yeah, I have mid range. I have. Well, yeah, hemlock. I single tap it. Yeah, they got red in there. I mostly use it for just pointing out their shields. Ah, no, almost.
Bogey over there.
I just gotta patch myself up.
Got a bogey on my marker.
Oh, there's a team. Okay, okay, okay. Oh.
I just saw one, so I don't know if they're flanking or if it's another
That just
team.
got red.
Wings up. Flash 3, visual clear. Good tone. Charging on my
So black.
Another one up on bridge. Or pipes or whatever.
Close and we've bogey spotted out there.
Sending out another me. Damn, he's good looking.
Send the decoy over there and also use my ult.
Sell down,
Okay.
bro.
Wings out.
Look, look, look.
Target over there.
He's one right.
I'm heading over to that quadrant.
I'm here with you.
We're close to the ring.
Sending out a decoy.
Are we gonna win this, Andy? Yes or no? Statistically, no.
Well, I never let statistics change my opinion, so.
Wings up.
Taking him out with the
See, it's tough to answer his questions
Oh, that's
when
it?
I know that I am behind you in terms of what's happening.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I can't really tell if you're like memeing on me. You've already lost.
I've
and I'm
already
about to-
lost.
Yeah, I'm
Andy,
about
how
to
likely am I
leave.
gonna win this game? Already dead.
Got you cover.
Damn. For what it's worth, I'll say I'll try not to
You
ask
gotta
you
get back here.
when I'm about to die.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh,
Like spaghetti.
Firing.
Getting shot at.
Let's scope this quadrant out here.
Oh, there's people everywhere.
Decoy escape deployed.
Get ready, squad. Got a bandit here. Wings up.
Bail out with a decoy.
Got a bandit close by.
Oops.
Did I say that out loud? Never mind.
You got
Yeah, we can't play this.
Fox 3, missile off the rails.
recharging shields.
Charging up my shield.
Too many teams around.
Use some help.
Oh.
I got everything under control.
I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Took me a little bit to figure out that guy Clugs when he revives people.
Same. Not actually same, but like same.
I guess the best way to develop this game or something. As the animation goes off, NPC disappears.
Oh, you 360.
Had that happen a few times in New Vegas on this install.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't realize there's a portal there for me to take. That's pretty bad.
No, it'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
So, bad news.
What's the bad news?
There are no keyboards with function keys, or no custom kits I could find.
They have removed
That-
function keys from all future keyboards.
I wish, man. I just love having to hold down a second key to quick save.
It's
But-
life.
But no, there's nothing there's none with function keys that would fit into your budget.
What do you mean? How expensive is the keyboard that has function keys but no 10 key? That's cheaper than the rest.
So here's the thing. This is actually considered kind of cheap for a custom keyboard kit. And keep in mind, you still have to buy switches and keycaps and any other supplies you need, like lube and stuff.
Okay.
But the IDABOW ID80 is a 75% keyboard kit. So that's basically just like the chassis, a PCB, and a plate, and like the body of a keyboard, basically. That starts at $200.
$200. So then $200 plus parts.
Yeah, $200 plus. Yeah, switches and keycaps. Switches can go anywhere from like maybe like $30, $20-30 into the low end, up to like, if you go crazy, like $100. Keycaps, you can get keycaps for like $20 for something cheap, or if you want something really high quality, then you could spend $150 and wait a year for them to be built and delivered to you.
Is that what you're waiting on right now?
I am not in any group buys for keycaps right now. I have gotten all of my group buy keycaps.
Ooh.
I've actually had a set here. That's I've been setting on. That's going into this keyboard I'm building.
Nice.
It's a
Wait.
GMK Darling.
What's the speaking of darlings, what's the game that Dean Hall's making? The survival game where you're on another planet? We playing that?
I don't know, man.
That's a weird way to say yeah, but I can jam with it.
I'd like to say yeah, but I don't think it's a good purchase because like Dean Hall's a grenade, and I just don't think he'd be good for the project long term.
I mean, but he's good to get it started.
Yeah, but I don't know who's gonna replace him. So like he can get the ball rolling. That's what he does best. But
We're gonna have some
he's a
fun
grenade. When he blows
times
up,
in early access.
that's the issue.
Before
I don't buy early access games.
I don't actually know if it's going to be in early access. It might be launching full. What is it called though? Let me just
I
look
have
up Dean
no
Hall.
idea.
Let me look up Deanathan Hall. Dean Rocket Hall. So what is Rocketworks working on? Icarus, that's what it's called. Wait, they made other games at Rocketworks? Out of ammo. What the fuck is out of ammo? A PSVR game? Oh shit. Dean Hall is responsible for this.
That looks like it was made in Unity in like 2 weeks.
This is the other game.
These wings aren't just to get around.
Stationeers.
So here's my thing with Dean Hall, and with him being famous because of DayZ. Like a lot of the work for like
Valkyries,
for
jump master
DayZ
actual. Follow my heading.
was kind of done with it being based off of armor.
Let's make a varsity play.
Yes, but Andy, you're not supposed to acknowledge that point.
But like it started with him just putting zombies into armor.
Looks like fun.
Then ended with it still basically just being armor with zombies in it, and about equally as jank as armor, which is not a good thing. Hell, it might have been. You know what? No, I think it was actually more jank than
It was
Armor
more,
2.
yeah.
Armor 2 was surprisingly stable, which is to say, not fucking stable at all. But like, DayZ, oh boy.
Landed us on his ship. Good job, Blake.
That was a really smooth landing.
There's one thing people call me schmooth. Like Blake, yeah, he's schmooth.
You know, I realized I don't think there's even a correct usage of the word schmoove.
Schmoove.
Like, that was good schmoovement, but it wasn't schmoove itself.
Mm,
I need optics for an assault rifle.
do you?
I'd say it was smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah, it was smooth, but it wasn't schmoove.
Mm. And that's fair. I mean, I hadn't really considered it, but I mean, bringing a good
Well,
point. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Andy, why does my brain not work?
Okay, so what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be grabbing weapons and stuff.
Wait,
and...
I found it. Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Fucking gold. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for the pep talk.
Yeah.
Master shotgun here.
I was gonna just describe the bare minimum of what you need to know for playing a battle royale.
I mean,
so.
sometimes, Andy, sometimes I just need to hear it.
I have eyes on the bridge. And guess who has the key card?
It's me. God.
Vault is open for business.
I might actually play Mass Effect after this. I've been like, oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, you guys.
And I gotta ask, how often is farmer taken in games?
Huh? It's
How often?
very infrequently.
That's shocking.
Almost no games Pharma is taken in. Even, like, when I come to games late. Which is really fucking weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. I run into this shit all the time with my username.
Outright table? Or what's your
Yeah,
username
just
now?
all the time. Yeah, outright_table. It just, man, people really like for that underscore. They just.
Yeah. Can you get outright space table? It's just the only issues with
Outright
underscore.
space table is too long, actually, in a lot of games.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but space tables are pretty cool though. Like TBH.
Yeah.
30 seconds until the ring closes.
I gotta fuck with space tables.
I dig that. Enemy spotted over there.
I have a pre-made auto hotkey script that's only works at least a computer unlock. I just plug in a USB stick, move the auto hotkey script over, and replaces anytime I hit space with typing out the word space instead.
The ring's just ahead.
Bamboozles for the fools. That was better in my mind.
What was great is I do it to IT people. So when you straight up just have an auto hotkey
Oh my
exe in their like Windows startup folder, that's too easy of an idea. So when they know an IT person has put a script on the computer, they check all the like weird places first.
Recharging shields. New kill.
Like people will check the registry before they just check the Windows startup folder.
Heat shield here.
At least with people I work with.
Or
Why not? I'll join you.
wait a second. The big burn shit? Just call help desk and be like, sorry guys, I can't work today.
Fuel required.
Fine. You call help desk your way in like 30 minutes to an hour. And then they're just gonna like get your name hopefully and maybe where you work at, and then they will put up a ticket and send it to our team. And they'll be assigned to you to fix your own issue.
Isn't that the best though?
Yes. It's really wonderful when a customer needs a like a single sign-on like badge, like tap badge, which okay. So we have like RFID badges for logging into computers at the hospital.
Okay.
New kill leader.
Now you would think you just integrate into people's normal ID badge that they use for like getting into doors and stuff. No, it's a separate badge. It's a blank, like, white badge.
Okay.
So you have to carry both of them. It interferes with your main badge when you're trying to actually swipe into doors. That's wonderful. Anyways, so they can use computers at the hospital, but they're not using people's like home computers and stuff, because that'd be weird. You're at home, you're probably just gonna leave your computer logged in anyways, and you can type in your password, not like changing between like 8 different nurse stations at once. That's what from home. Anyways, customer requests a single sign-in badge card.
Oh my god. Why am I so bad?
Technician emails user, says, "Hey, we have your single sign-on badge ready. Where you work at, so we can go deliver it to you.
Oh my god.
Please mail it to my house." Gives address. If you need a badge that's only going to be used at the hospital to log into computers, why wouldn't you just like pick up the badge at the hospital instead of having the tech go out of their way to figure out how to mail something to a user, because we don't normally do that.
Is this man gonna go for the res? Or no, they're just pushing around? Okay.
So, alternate option for a keyboard, by the way, is I did find one option. Do you know Glorious?
I have no clue what Glorious is.
Glorious PC Gaming Race, the cringiest company name ever.
I did not know that was the name of a company.
Yeah, they make some decent keyboards and mice and mouse
They make
pads.
quality products.
They're not always the best in their
Oh my
in their
god.
field, but driving's hard, man.
I love this. Well, I love when people get like super out of sync. And like somebody's trying to like do something and then wait for you while the other person's trying to heal.
Oh, I just saw that crash.
Oh
Oh,
my
and that
god.
crash.
I mean,
This is
it's gaming.
like every multiplayer video game with vehicles in it.
Man, Mirage is a risky bisky right now. You gonna heal Mirage? There you go. I don't know if that's the right play. Nope, it was not the right play. Oh no, it was. Okay, he got up, fine. He got his heal at the last fucking second. Well, I now don't have loot, so... Yay!
That's fine. Melee only.
Oh, but this is where we were, and there's a dead body here, so... you know.
No, but like I was saying, Glorious, they sell usually sold as a pre-built keyboard, called the GMMK. They offer it as a 65%, or maybe 60%, a 10 keyless and a full 10 key. However, you can also buy a bare bones, because it's hot swap, so you can just buy the base thing without switches and keycaps, and do your own build and customize it. It's not an exceptional keyboard on its own. It's about equal to pretty much any other like gaming brand's mechanical keyboard, because I don't think any of them deliver anything in terms of like the base mechanical side of it better than any other ones.
So follow my team, because I've already screwed them over enough.
But yeah, so it's on its own exceptional, but with mods I think it turns out pretty well. I built one for my dad,
Nice.
and that one ended up being over 200. That was more expensive than I planned.
Said it ended up being more expensive than you'd planned?
Yeah, he had very specific requirements.
Were his very specific requirements. The keyboard cost no less than $400.
No, it was like 250-ish, I think.
Okay.
Only 250. Oh, fucking ass. but he he spilled pomegranate juice on his Corsair keyboard. So I offered Bill a new one, and his Christmas and his birthday are like 2 weeks apart. So I was like, okay, we'll do the bundle deal. So anyways, he wanted a full-size keyboard. He wanted backlighting. He
wanted Urgba.
Yeah. Well, he didn't care about RGB, but he wanted backlit keys. Because old bad eyesight.
Oops. Holy shit.
And then he also wanted to be quiet.
Damn.
He was coming from MX Blues, clicky switches. Loud AF. So these requirements meant full-size keyboard, which are more expensive because they're larger, which increases price, and then also you need more switches for them, which increases price. It's like he wanted that stuff. He wants to be quiet, so I need to get silent switches. Good silent switches are expensive. It also means you can't use the stock stabilizers typically because they're usually not able to get them quiet enough to really be right with silent switches. Then I had to buy a whole bunch of neoprene and stuff to fill inside the keyboard to quiet it down. Like a bunch of other, like custom cut
Why
foam
am I
and
so
stuff.
bad at shooting people, Andy?
They really need to just put the PP2000 in us.
They do. If they had the PP2000 in this, I would be popping the fuck off.
Man, maybe they'll add it back into Battlefield 2042.
If they do, people need to be afraid.
Yeah, and if they do add it, that's like an immediate $100 Ultimate Edition pre-order.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're not buying the Ultimate Deluxe Gaming Edition, then I mean, you don't deserve the PP2000.
I know.
God.
How long till you can pre-order battle passes?
I mean, you can. There have been games that, not exclusively battle passes, but you're able to. Sorry, trying to.
I know you're trying to game.
I am trying to game. Trying to game. Strem. Oh, I'm getting shooted. Okay. And I don't have any. Well, no, I guess that's not fair. I do have this. I don't know how people just like. I don't know. Maybe I just need to spend some time at the range. I'm almost out of ammo, so I can't keep doing this.
I go melee only, man.
Yep, that's gonna go well. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Ignore it.
Using a Phoenix kit. What do you think is over here?
Ring closing in 10. It's close.
Charging on my shields.
We're outside the ring. Move, unless you want to get barbecued. That's free. Got radar locked.
I'm not sure how discoverability on Twitch works, but here's my follow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also not sure. Basically, so, okay, this is my current plan, and it may not actually work, and, like, if it doesn't work, it's whatever. Barrel crates left side.
Charging up my shields.
Anyone got a small shield?
One sec. Healing up. Wings up. Every pod.
Shake a leg. You've only got a needle in the ring right there.
Let's see.
Recharging shields. They're shooting at me. 45 seconds. I need shields. Thank you.
Pillar 5. Valkyrie on station. We are go for bird.
Grab me. Grab me. Grab me. Okay.
Wait.
40 seconds. Rings just a little further.
They're shooting at me. Fire in the hole.
Recharging shields.
Amigo, see you around here. Till ring closes.
Recharging shields.
They went up on right side.
Wake up, rings moving.
I'm down.
Oh no, I'm gonna get murdered.
They say you are most alive when you're in love. I guess you are not.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is my game plan is actually to stream on here and then the following day upload my VODs onto my YouTube channel. Because I'm pretty sure the discoverability on YouTube is basically
It's actually like existent.
yeah. Well, and also like if you're uploading almost daily, then like mwah. So I'm like, if I do Twitch, and Twitch has like achievements, so I'm assuming that like if you basically get the achievements, that's like kind of how their discoverability works.
Yeah, well, there's other stuff on YouTube too,
But-
like not just daily uploads, but also like watch time.
Yeah. Well, but I
Uh,
mean like to get
and-
started with, but
Yeah.
are you telling me, Andy, if my verified YouTube account doesn't have good watch time but just spams content, it won't be recommended to people?
Yeah.
Damn. That cuts. That's fine. I don't even...
By the way, I discovered that apparently I am subscribed to you on YouTube.
You are?
Apparently.
Weird.
I don't know when that happened.
Who the fuck are you on YouTube?
I don't
Secret
know,
account
man.
do you have?
I actually don't know what my YouTube account is. It's Alfred_table. Amazing.
Oh, then you're subscribed to not my actual channel.
Now you actually, I have VODs show up in my subscription feed.
Wait, what? When did you sub? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, Pharma. I don't know why I'm subscribed to this channel.
Huh.
I legit have no clue because like I just pull up your channel and it's like you got two videos from like 2 years ago. There are things that I would not have even watched. In fact, it shows I've now watched those. So I legit have no idea.
That's so weird. Cause I
Maze,
I look at my subscribers and you're not, or I didn't see one of them. Maybe you subbed
maybe it's because we know each other on other Google services. Maybe it just
maybe.
decided that I'm getting this stuff.
For some reason, I'm just looking at like YouTube and completely forgetting how to navigate the menus because I'm like, how have I not seen? Because it, like, I look at them because basically I'm like, I wonder if anyone I know has subbed because like hella anxiety and don't actually want people to see what I'm doing, which is another reason this will never actually work. But anyway, I'm getting better at it. That's the important thing. This is kind of like a test run. I let a couple people into my don't look at me area, but here we go. See all. So I'm looking at subscribers. Oh, who have made their subscriptions public. So yours aren't public then.
Yeah, my account is private.
Okay.
So I don't want people to watch what I do on YouTube.
Fair enough. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But that now I understand why I have 3 subs that show up.
In that one that doesn't. Yeah,
And
the
then
one that doesn't is me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in the shadows.
You're stalking me.
I legit have no idea why.
That's
I'm
fine.
subscribed.
But yeah, so I'm actually. Let me see. So.
Like, were you doing YouTube stuff like regularly before? And may I subscribe to support you maybe?
A long time ago, like 2012, 2013, like right after high school, I was like doing. I have one video on my channel. It's actually weird because it was like almost entirely League content. And I had like a video that had over 1,000 views. And I've privated them because they are garbage. They are awful videos. I did have one on PokeGen, if you remember when we played that. Do you remember that indie Pokemon game?
Oh yeah, I do.
That was the shit. Anyway. So I had a video of that, and then I had a bunch of League videos. And I guess if I had dedicated myself to League, maybe I could have gotten more viewers. Because yeah, a lot of my videos were like hundreds, and then I had one that was like over 1,000.
So that was probably it. Then I think you were doing League videos. I was like, I'll give you my subscription to help the algorithm.
And I probably assumed that you never subscribed to that because it was just League content, and I imagine I would have tried to if I had hit it, because like even now I was like, I shared my Twitch channel with one of the people I play Clash with, and I was just like, all right, I was like, hey, here's my Twitch channel, you should look or not look, I don't know, but I'm gonna go stress vomit now. I'm just like, some bodies are just built different. Some are less functional.
Yeah.
You were bloody dreaming, mate.
But yeah.
So nice, Mac.
Oh, go on.
No, it's good.
Okay. But yeah,
I was going to vaguely mention something about someone, but then you're gonna guess who that someone is, and it's big information, so now we're good.
Okay. Well, now I'm just gonna speculate in my head. What if I promise not to guess who they are? Or do you mean like it's something you don't want me to know who it is, or you don't want me to say it on stream?
So, I was just gonna say, this reminded me, I found a bit of stress vomit from someone else on the wall in my place I missed that needs to be cleaned up.
Andy, when I come over, you can't just like talk shit about me.
That's why I didn't want to say it, man.
I know. Well, look, okay. God. Fuck that guy. Taking shit.
Oh, I like to correct what I said before about the keyboard I recommend being $200. I remembered a better one that's actually only $170.
Ooh, spicy.
But that one's 75%.
So are there any keyboards in like this level of quality that you can just buy?
No.
Or okay.
There's companies that try. But the thing is, you can make a CNC aluminum chassis, but like pretty much every company that sells like a pre-built keyboard, like a CNC chassis I can think of, it's usually kind of like really thin, hollow sounding, and it's just not good quality. The closest that I have seen is actually the keyboard I'd recommend to you if you had over $200 budget. Which is $170, the GMMK Pro. So 75% has like a volume wheel on it, like a really nice like rotor encoder one.
I mean, Andy, I have a keyboard with a volume wheel.
Dude, I know, and it's a pretty nice volume wheel on the Corsairs.
No, it's fucking shit.
It exists, so that's pretty nice in my opinion.
It exists, but it doesn't actually work anymore. That shit failed.
It's a Corsair keyboard.
I need an extended heavy mag.
How many LEDs burnt out?
The LEDs are all fine.
Really? That is surprising on a Corsair.
I'm looking at it now, and yeah, it looks like everything's fine.
Huh.
No, the volume wheel went really quick though.
Oof.
And then I allowed myself to get, or it kind of failed like right as I got used to using it. And so I would always like start using it, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Why did I think this would work? Dumb me using a product I bought.
Yeah. But yeah, the GMMK Pro, $170, pretty good. And then they actually, I don't know if they actually assemble it before they ship it to you or not, but they, Glorious makes their own keycaps. They are $50, and they're pretty decent. And then they have some nice switches. You can get.
How much is the keyboard?
The keyboard itself is $170, and then $50 for keycaps. So you have like what, 20, and then switches. It's gonna vary on what you get.
Wait, is that one you have to build yourself, or?
So.
I thought you said they had one that.
It's something I consider to be close to a game of pre-build, because like the keyboard itself without the switches and the keycaps comes assembled, so you just, and it's hot swap, so you can just plug in the keycap or the switches.
Okay. So it's like basically toolless then.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to understand while also trying to not completely zone out in the game.
Yeah, and it's also difficult without visual aids.
Well, I think like you had said something about like people always say that they want like to have the ones where you have to like solder keys and stuff like that or something, but then always complain about having to solder keys when they get them.
Well, okay, so actually the keyboard I have at my desk right now is hot swap. But the thing is, what people in the custom community will often say is that like there's a few groups of people, but there's people who just they hate hot swap. Think if you build a custom, you should solder it. Solder is just more reliable. Blah 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 blah. Which really, and people even say like solder actually has a better feel or sound than hot swap. It doesn't. They're actually the exact same. There's no difference on that side of it. Nor reliability, unless you actually like hot swap switches often, which you can't hot swap a solder keyboard anyways. But there's a different group of people who they will say that they don't mind soldering the switches in. Like it's not that they don't have soldering equipment, they don't mind soldering and stuff. It's just that they prefer hot swap because you can change out these switches, so you can try different switches and mix things up throughout the life of the keyboard.
Really like soldering, but
They like the flexibility you get with hot swap, but they don't actually care about like they don't mind soldering.
it's like come on. How often are you actually gonna?
Yeah. I have one keyboard that I'm actually going to be changing the switches in. And it's the first keyboard I built because I just didn't do a good job on it. And I have different preferences on switches than what I got on that.
Charging on my shield.
But I'd recommend this hot swap for your first keyboard anyways. Because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, well, and how long does it take to put together a hot swap keyboard?
So it depends. If you don't want to lube anything, you just want to assemble it as is, and you can get it done in like under 30 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad. That actually kind of changes my.
But what? Like I said, it depends on your standards. Like, if you want to remove like stabilizer rattle and get a lot of that, like a lot of those benefits you get with a custom build, a lot of that comes from the time you spend lube in the stabilizing the switches,
I was gonna say, so if
time.
you're lubing the switches, how much time does that take? Like, and obviously, like that's a lot more subjective, I think, but we can drop behind building and then Valcult out.
We can cruise over here.
Depending on how efficient you are at it, it could take anywhere from like. Okay, if you've done a lot of it, you could probably get it done like 2 hours.
Okay.
But for most people, it's going to take 4 to 8.
I'm gonna need light ammo here soon.
Wings out.
Like
Thank
I
you.
take my time, so
Yeah, you're not a
I'm
speedy boy like
I'm doing
me.
other stuff. Yeah, I'm usually like watching a stream or something and maybe talking to someone on Discord. So it'll take
Are
me
you
like
lubing keys right now, Andy?
8 hours. No, because I don't have them in yet.
Sorry.
But if I had them in, I would be lubing switches while talking to you. It really removes the monotony of lubing 100 switches, which requires taking each one apart and disassembling all the pieces and going through methodic lubing the correct parts and with the correct amount of lube. And it's fun.
I'll have to do I'll do a stream of me putting together a keyboard. I gotta monetize my life, Andy.
Yeah, that is a genre that exists on Twitch. Teha types is pretty popular.
Oh no! I'm back.
But yeah, just the basics of assembly takes like 30 minutes, but if you want to lose switches, you can probably do that like in some free time on a weekend. Or I often just spend a little bit of time on each day throughout the week.
Yeah. I feel like the way I would want to do it is just, and the way I am in general is I want to just like sit down and do it all at once. So that's like, I'm trying to, especially with something like that where it's like something I don't need to do.
Yeah.
I want to like be able to sit down and do it, even if like it means I'm staying up until like 2 or something.
Yeah, that's what happened when I built my dad's keyboard. Is I did it all at once, and I don't think he appreciates how much work went into that keyboard, because that was, that's 108 switches, because it's a full-size keyboard. So it's a lot more work than the smaller form factor keyboards that are popular with a lot of people these days. And all the custom foam work I did to dampen everything, and other modifications I did to that chassis.
What other modifications did you have to do to it?
I can't remember everything. There's
Okay.
some neoprene in it. I might have poured silicone inside of it too. Did a mix up some silicone, poured it in that. I can't remember what I did on that one.
What does that do?
So it dampens sound. Usually the bottom of a chassis and a keyboard, especially the plastic one, is like really hollow and has a lot of just dead space in it. And that fills in all the dead space that was not easy to do with foam, because there's usually a bunch of like cross ribbing inside of it to keep the plastic rigid.
Okay.
So you can't really like shove foam in it. It also has mass too, and people tend to find heavier keyboards feel higher quality.
So some of it is just playing with people's minds.
Yeah, it does both.
Wings out.
Okay.
Because it absorbs sound, the extra mass, especially with it being more directly attached to the plastic chassis, because its silicone is form fitted to it from being poured in liquid form.
Wings up.
Prevents a lot of like resonance. But I can't remember if I did on that one. I don't think I did. I think it was already like thin enough that it didn't need anything else in there.
Fix that last part. Counting down from 60 in the ring.
But yeah, Band-Aid mod. Under the stabilizer, you can put like Band-Aids, like to absorb the impact of the stabilizer hitting the PCB to
Like
quiet them down.
Adhesive medical strip band-aids?
Yeah. I think I actually used some like actual like foam things that are pre-cut designed to be put under stabilizers for that one. Foam in the spacebar to quiet that down. Stabilizer on that, I actually did some additional modification that people don't normally do on them. They made a clicking noise when the spacebar like rebound all the way up. And plastic on plastic against each other. Try to cut like all the legs off of it. Beyond what people usually do. There's a lot I can't remember. I spent like a week on that keyboard just before I even got the switches in, and then had to get those done like the night before I brought it over to him.
Guess I run in circles for fun. Oh, care package, sweet.
But the majority of that was stuff I had to do specifically to fit his requirements that I took way too extreme.
There we go. I finally hit purple, Andy.
Recharging shields.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't believe you didn't just say, "Hey, Papa, fuck off."
He just wants something quieter than his current keyboard. I just took that as I'm gonna build him the quietest keyboard anyone has ever seen.
You, sir, are gonna get the quietest goddamn keyboard.
Yeah, I was like-
Ow! Why are people shooting at me? Andy, I don't think they understand the point of this game. It's called the Blake Royale for a reason.
I know.
Anytime there's a Blake in the game, you have to let them win.
God, I don't remember that hassle. I'm sorry, we weren't supposed to tell you that we let you win in Catan.
That explains why just one day my luck turned off.
Counting down from 60 and the ring's close by.
Oh, oh boy. Oops. I'm really bad at the hotkeys in this game.
Mood.
Coming with. It's go time.
I was shocked when I launched Metro Exodus the other day to get back into it because I took a break from Mass Effect. And I actually knew what every button did. Actually, correct. I knew what
Oh,
90% of the buttons
I'm
were.
out of heavy ammo. That's no bueno. I was like, I've got 300 rounds. I can spam them. Then I forgot to stop myself.
Yep, I've been there.
Okay.
We can cruise over here. Let's nix that lap. They'll be spotted out there.
Recharging shields.
Great. Safe to touch. Charging on my shields.
Charging up my shields.
Let's go this way. Hostile over there.
We can Valk ult and reposition too.
I only know where 3 are. So if you guys
Okay, cool. I just have it and I really, really, really want to use it.
The ring's right there.
I just need you to talk me off that ledge.
we can use it anymore. We'll just lose it.
Oh no, there's another squad. How you like that? The enemies are shooting at me. Got them.
Recharging shields.
Any spare heavy by chance?
Until the ring closes. You like cutting it. Heavy ammo here.
Thank you.
Firing.
Enemy over there.
Charging on my shields.
We can stay up here.
Fox 3 launching missiles. Taking fire. Wings up.
I'm getting kind of low.
Recharging
on ammo.
shields. Hey, ring's closing. We are all in the danger zone.
There's a solo right below me. Not a solo.
Shields are recharged.
I have no more shield left.
Make it here. Shield battery here. Yep.
I am repairing myself.
Shit.
Reloading. Recharging shields.
Fire, friends. Fire. Thermite grenade out. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Let's scan this area.
Reloading.
Scratch that. Bogey in sight.
One behind stairs, one behind wall.
Frag out.
80 white on me.
Fox 3 sending the payload.
We're going back guys over there.
Ring closing in 10. It's close.
Watch out for the new kill.
These guys might be sneaking out behind us.
Bad guys over there. Fire in the hole.
That was certainly a play.
Go your name somewhere.
Fox 3 launching missiles.
Oh my god, out of ammo.
You know where the other guy is? Need him.
Behind rock.
Need the other guy. Do right. Give one more nade.
Bogey here. Scan. Bogey in my crosshairs.
Oh my god, the solo bloodhound, he won it. Oh, never mind, there were two of them. Okay. I thought he was solo.
Close.
Yeah. That's pretty good though.
We have our Apex champions.
I'm curious how much damage I did. And basically, what I'm curious is, how useless was I to my team?
Oh, you gotta sit through the long cinematic showing off the winning team skin, so you can feel like you need to buy the skins to be as
Yeah.
good as them.
You know, how I've combated free-to-play games that try to, like, convince you that you need to spend money?
Not having money.
I wish. I don't actually wish, but...
That could be the range.
Yes, actually. I have words. So, do you still watch Philly D?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't go over his titles and thumbnails, not telling you what the video is actually gonna be about.
They got really bad this week, which is weird.
They've been bad for years.
They-
I couldn't handle any more than
I don't
last
know,
year.
they get really-
till someone else
They get
tried.
really wavy. Like, sometimes they're fine. I guess it's not wavy. Sometimes they're fine, sometimes they're really bad. Like,
Yeah,
I haven't
think
watched any
he had,
videos
like,
this week, because it's like, I don't...
that's how it used to be, but then like there's a huge strain of just nothing but absolute just bullshit thumbnails and
But
titles.
anyway, so my man, Philip DeFranco, is sponsored by the app Public, which is an alternative investment app. Because basically he was sponsored by Robinhood, all the stuff with Robinhood happened, and he's like, yeah, nah, not anymore. And Katie's been using it, and I was like, okay, well, I'll use it. So what do? I'm like, okay, I'll put 500 in there. The next day, first of all, it took them 7 days. Like, it says usually we'll get your account created immediately, but my account for some reason took 7 days.
Yeah.
Even though they also say 3 to 5 days if there's an issue or if they need to like confirm anything. I was like, okay, this is pretty fucked. But anyway, I was already annoyed. And then I deposited 500. And I was like, okay, I'll use some of this to like invest, and I'll just kind of like see what happens, and I don't know, whatever. I get on today, the 500 has disappeared from my account. Not like I had invested it and the investments went bad, the money just disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Only 75 of that 500 was invested. I was still waiting to invest the other 425, but it's just gone. And it says I'm negative in money now. So I've opened another support ticket with them. If I don't hear back by end of day tomorrow, I think I'm just going to contact them and be like, hey, I'm going to tell my bank this is a fraudulent charge.
Yeah.
Because...
if they charge you and then just take your money, that's kind of fraud.
Yup.
So.
Meanwhile, Katie's having a perfect experience and is really enjoying using the application. So...
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. It's like
sample size of 2 and 50% of that sample size having them take all your fucking money? I don't know.
they didn't take all of my fucking money. They took all the money I gave them access to.
Okay.
So there's a difference, Andy. They didn't like go into my bank and say, "All right, give us the rest of his money."
Yet.
Yet.
It's one thing I've learned about the the stock market is that the entire game's fucking rigged. Like literally the entire fucking game is rigged.
I mean, yeah.
Like I don't follow the stuff regularly, but like on the amazing website with no flaws that is Reddit, occasionally some stock related subreddits trend and you see some hilarious shit.
Alright, there we go. Let's update that. You know, actually no, I'm not gonna do it.